I want to talk to you guys about the do's and don'ts when dealing with a for sale by owner, and at the end of the video I'm going to give you a couple of tips how to get this for sale by owner to sit down with you for a listing appointment. Hi guys, my name is Luis Lopez, the owner of Realty World in Ocala, and I have had a couple of agents come to me and say, you know, Luis, I tried for sale by owner and they were very aggressive or very grouchy. That's what I hear. And the reality is, you know, we are humans. Maybe they were going through a bad day. Maybe, just maybe, before you call 10 other agents, call them before you, and they were all over the place. There was no leadership at all. Do you think that these for sale by owners, the minute they hear another agent over the phone, they're gonna be happy or they're gonna be not very pleasant? So what do? You don't call them. You go and knock on the door. Hey, Mr. For sale by owners, I was in the area and I see the sign in your front lawn and I was curious if I can take a quick look at your property just in case I come across a buyer. You will want me to bring him by, don't you? What do you think the seller was saying there? Come on right in. Now that's the first don't. The second one is if you have a buyer, you don't tell the for sale by owner that you have a buyer. And I'll tell you why. Because if the for sale by owner was going to give you 3% commission or 2.5% commission or 1.5% commission, now they know that you have a buyer, you need a paycheck. What do you think they're going to do? Well, I give you 1% commission. They really know that you have commission breath. Okay, I give you 1% commission. You don't tell them that you have a buyer. And the third don't is once you get into, you represent the buyer, and once you get into an executed contract for sale by owner, you don't help them. You don't work for free. You remember this for sale by owner, they are telling us, I don't need your service. I don't think you guys are worth it, so I can sell the property myself. But they don't know between an executed contract to take it all the way out to closing table is a nightmare. So don't let the for sale by owner pick your brain. So this is what I say when I was out there selling. You know, Mr. For sale by owner, that is a valid question and concern, but I'm representing the buyer. I think it's good if you talk to a real estate attorney so he can guide you through this process, or I'm going to shift it right now, or either for a flat fee or X%, I can represent you. You take the back seat, and I make sure with you having no stress, I can take this from where it is all the way to closing, and you get your nice big check at closing. Will you like that? That's it. Now so remember the 3 don'ts. You don't call the for sale by owner, you don't tell them that you have a buyer, and you don't help him through the transaction unless he's paying you and you have an agreement, either a flat fee or a percentage, or send them to a real estate attorney. Remember, they want to save money. I think you're going to be cheaper than an attorney. So now I'm going to give you the little tips how to get this for sale by owner to sit down with you for the listing appointment. Here it is. As you go to the property, what I see that a lot of agents having problem is building rapport. Building rapport is finding motivation of this seller. What is the motivation? What is the needs and want and time frame of this person? So my first question always been, where are you moving if you sell? I need to know where. How long were you thinking of moving, or you've been thinking, how long have you been thinking of moving to North Carolina? Why you want to move to North Carolina? I need to know. I'm finding out what's going on in this for sale by owner's world that he wants to sell and go from point A to point B. How long is very important. It's a question that is very important because if it's a year, I'm going to ask them, Why now? If you've been thinking about a year, what is your circumstances that you put in the property now on the market? Remember, you gotta be listening for clues. Why this for sale by owner is selling this property? Now, a good question that I ask is, how many offers you have so far? That's a really good question. Because it doesn't matter the answer, I have a question already. So, if it's sometimes ego comes out and they say, well, I had like 10 offers and I didn't accept none, or I had none, which is, they both are very good. So if they say I have 10 offers, I say, why do you think those buyers are lowballing your house, giving you very low offers? What do you think is the problem? And I want to hear what they have to say. Maybe if he says what I'm expecting, well, they don't know how nice is this house and compared to the other ones. So I'm going to ask them, so what you're saying is that these buyers, they don't have somebody that can let them know the value of your property, what it should get you, your price, or even higher. Is that what you're saying? Mr. Seller, why don't you give me 20 minutes of your time and I'll show you how I'm going to sell this house, not only faster, but for more money that you can get for yourself. Are you available today at 5 or 7 works better for you? You're in. You call 10 sellers, you get 5 appointments. Don't call them. You're knocking 10 sellers' houses, you get 10 sellers to preview the house, you get 5 appointments, you put 3 in your pocket. It's a numbers game. So let's say the seller now tells you we have no offer. Remember, either too much, ego, oh, I got 10, or none, 0. So I'm going to ask him, with a property as nice as this, Mr. For Sale by Owner, what do you think is the problem? I wanted them to think. Because the answer that I'm looking for is them telling me, you know, Louis, I really don't know. He's just opening the door right now. You know, Mr. Seller, I understand your frustration. Let me show you, and the closing is always the same. Let me show you how I'm not only going to get this property so faster than you can, but for more money than you can. When can you give me 20 minutes? Are you available today at 5 or 7 works better for you? See, you're still leading. I can almost guarantee you get into 10 for sale by owners, 5 listing appointments, and 3 that you're going to walk out. Is it worth it? Of course it is. Is it going to take time? Of course it is. But you got to start you got to start today. It's never too late. Somebody that started a year ago, it doesn't matter. Today, Monday, today, I'm going to start today. And I can guarantee you will be very prosperous. 2022 is going to pull you over whatever you guys did 2021. Like always, I hope you guys had a good value in these little messages that I'm posting for you guys. Stay safe. Have a productive and amazing week.